This is Puppets by Arlee. I'm Arlee, and this is how to make an abstract marionette out of cardboard. This is cardboard, tape, and string. Lateral triangle, which means that each side of the triangle is an equal distance. So you will need two pieces of paper that are the same size. Take one piece and fold it in half. So we have a straight center line there. Now our triangle is going to be the length of the shorter side of the computer paper. So to make our pattern, this is going to be our bottom side. Then take the other piece of paper and use it kind of as a measurement and measure from your center line and up. Then you can take your ruler and draw from the corner of each side to that length. And since we are now we have a triangle that's the same length on each side. Take your cardboard. We're going to cut out 8 triangles. To make a pattern for the control, take your other piece of paper, since it's going to be the same length as your triangles. So there'll be a spot to tape the two pieces of cardboard together. And they should be about the same length as the sides of the triangle. This pattern happens to be, for the little middle part, it's 9 inches, and for across the bottom, of course, this is a 8.5-inch piece of paper. And they are 2 inches across, but you can create any number of sizes and that will work. So we will make 2 sets of these. Now you want your control to be stiff enough to be able to hold up the puppet, so I have some extra tough cardboard here to use. Or you could double up cardboard. Next, we're going to put some 1/2-inch notches around the control. So you can mark a 1/2 inch all the way around. Or if you're doing a smaller control, make 3 little notches, which is where we'll string the thread through. And it definitely does not have to be exact. And then do it on the sidebars. Get some regular string. Then take half of your triangles and lay them out with the dirty part of the cardboard up, because we're going to make it so that that's on the inside. And space them out like this with about 1 inch in between each triangle. Then we're going to put a string joint in between each one of these. So at the end of your string, put a knot so that there's something more to tape onto. And lay it across. And you're going to try to tape down as close to the triangle edge as you can. Then lay it across that side. So now we are taped down with a joint on each side of the middle triangle. Next, get some marionette string or thread or regular string or whatever you have, and we're going to put strings on the inside triangle, and we're going to put strings on the corners of the outside triangles. So each string, I start off with about 48 inches. You're going to take your pokey stick and poke holes at the inside, a little bit on the inside of the corner, each corner of the triangle, and on the outside. Next, tie your strings through each of the holes. Next, we move on to stringing. Take your cardboard triangles, and we're going to string the middle triangle first. Take one of your controls and take two sides of a string on the middle triangle. Now you're going to thread the string in and weave it back and forth through your notches. And thread it so that it is, when you're standing comfortably, it's just floating above where your knees are. And be sure that you're threading through your notches front and side and front and side and front and side. Next, do the top of the triangle. And be sure that your triangle is parallel to your control. And you'll want to thread it through the back notch first. And you'll make some adjustments to be sure that it's all parallel to the floor and parallel to your control. And thread it through the notches. So now you have the middle triangle threaded onto one of your controls. Next, we do the tips of the outer triangle. Your second control will be in your other hand, and it will kind of float above the first control. In one hand, hold both controls and thread one tip on to your second control. Thread your second triangle on. And we're trying to make the outer triangles kind of all level with each other on the same plane. And there we go. So when you puppeteer this, one hand will have the internal triangle. The second hand will have the outer parts of the triangle. And when you lower and raise each hand, that will cause it to get this flapping motion. And it can swim or fly. It can turn into a prism. It can invert so the middle triangle is up. Well, there you have it. abstract marionette all made out of cardboard with string and tape. Thanks for watching.